Is it recording already? Alright. Yo, it's just me. Thought I'd tell you a little bit about myself. This here is a love song. Goes like this. I'm a collection of nicks and cuts from fisticuffs, wits and guts or lack thereof, with just a touch of ifs or buts. Sometimes I'm in need of a smack or shove, but it's all love as long as it ain't hate. And I'm not defined by my mistakes, though there's been plenty made and pretty penny been paid. No complaints here, cause throughout God stayed through my awkward stage, the cocky sage. And I continue clumsy into my old age and gaze at a child's face for something to try for and live up to being someone to die for. This is for the heads that do it for the. I ain't doing this for loot, I do it for the. It's the greatest commandment ever given, just. And none of us would be here if it wasn't for some. Granddaddy played guitar with Hank Williams and Young. Pops bought his first record at age 8 and was sprung. So when hereditary audio's apparently a part of you, your parents are imparting to the very thing inside of you. I picked up a pen without jealousy or envy, and tussle with the muscle that my parents placed within me. Cause I've been uplifted, up sifting through records that inspire me to share the love with those who feel neglected. I woke up today with plenty to say, went to sleep the same way with little to no pay. There's no way to be living, I'll be driven to crime, but my memories give me energy to write the next line. So it's going down like a jumbo jet in a tailspin. Sage chop samples like a Ginsu salesman and molds them to the breaks like a cast and blast. The futurist to maybe reminisce on the past. Lyricist that'll last beyond my first single. No cookie cutter jams or R&B jingles. I'm all grown up, but I ain't blown up. Can't thread the needle, so it ain't sewn up. But shown up, I keep on pressing on till the break of dawn. Life lessons. Shown up, I keep on pressing on till the break of dawn. When cats be hating on you, show a little. When someone cuts you off on the freeway, just. When your friends ain't being too friendly, just. The only way to overcome hate is to. Soul seekers, future shock tunnel rats. Sackcloth fashion, red cloud and braille. Man of war, plastic and dune, they get a little. KJ52, LA Symphony. Deep Space, Bob, Logic and Dirt. To the whole wide world, show me. Yo. And in the name of Jesus Christ, peace.
Listen close to me. Listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be. Listen close to me. Listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be.
Sojourn on the NPC. And you know I support truth and hip hop. And all these MCs out here, y'all ain't got a lot to kick it. Just be honest with yourselves. Or we'll have to be brutally honest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just me. Rising up, son, I'm back on the street side. Took my time, took my chances with beats. Got the eye of the tiger like Taka with a full count. Been doing it well, was about to blow, but then I pulled out. Fool's route, maybe before the better it changed me. The written words telepathy, so go ahead and page me. Many claim to be veterans with closet skeletons. Trying to heal hip-hop, they need a taste of their own medicine. Tell a friend, if they meddle in the wrong race, you can go for the gold, just don't expect a place. I got respect for Mace, not for rapping, but for quitting. Shows he's a better Christian than he ever was at spitting. That's just my opinion, being honest with the data. Collect my thoughts and trade them until they get scattered all around the world. The same song, getting sadder. MCs rep where they from like they had a choice in the matter. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Be a deception, so open your eyes. Be the window pane to your soul searching, working overtime. Mic control. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Be a deception, so open your eyes. Be the window pane to your soul searching, working overtime. Mic control. Rappers design clothes and act at the same time, but can't rhyme. I tell the truth even if they made it a crime. An inhibited criminal with a spirited mind. I feel what I rhyme and I rhyme what I feel. The texture of my architecture building with skill. It's ill how these cats visit they local street pharmacy. Why DJ Run go and bite Bone Thugs in Harmony? It bothers me. Plus I don't like rock rap. I'm offensive, I shake the fenders out they jockstrap. While you watch that, I watch cats make fools of themselves. First album all corny, now they on some rock the bells. Come on man, don't be hip hop because it's trendy. Don't go steal someone else's style out of envy. I bend the minds with rhymes they can't handle and have them tripping like graffiti vandals wearing sandals. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Be a deception, so open your eyes. Be the window pane to your soul searching, working overtime. Mic control. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Be a deception, so open your eyes. Be the window pane to your soul searching, working overtime. Mic control. All these MCs from BG to Jay-Z think they slick Rick with they chains and rings. In hip-hop circles, that garbage is boring. How many MCs gonna cover a children's story? Get original, an individual or a dunce, or accessorize with your precious metal fronts. I squeeze the limelight and make Sprite when I write, but don't obey my thirst to wanna curse on the mic. I obey the 10 commandments for those who give a damn. It's in Exodus next to this Genesis. And to the one who said I'd never see success, holla at me baby boy when you leave the nest. I leave the pest behind and proceed the best. The competition while they wishing they could see me rest in peace. I got my piece and now I'm trying to master peace like the Prince and leave dents and ghetto blasters. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Be a deception, so open your eyes. Be the window pane to your soul searching, working overtime. Mic control. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Be a deception, so open your eyes. Be the window pane to your soul searching, working overtime. Mic control. Yeah, and that's the truth. So why don't you go ahead and get him right here, Sojourn? Yeah, I love that track. Look, listen, and taste, or whatever the case. I get an idea and run with it to finish the race. Even if I'm last place, I'ma keep it fast paced. Stumbling while I'm running, mumbling something out my face. Like Rocky Balboa, still standing in the ring. Or that fella Ray Kinsella building up a field of dreams. Ease is pain, but sometimes it needs to rain to appreciate the sun of spring season games. So I say, savor the shower and wait for the hour when our faith is empowered and hate is devoured. I grab this wheel of steel and take this vehicle of rhyme. You're the passenger, so sit back and open your mind. Go the distance, where the miles are riches. We can make it with a little persistence.
Go the distance.
So you can see the finish where dreams come true and doubts diminish.
Go the distance.
Whether miles or inches, we can make it with a little
Go
persistence.
the distance.
So you can see the finish where dreams come true and doubts diminish. I scribble riddles, study bibbles, minds a riddle these days. While they fiddle fart around and watch it whittle away. I spit a little today, get rid of little delays. Then I hope and I pray that the kids will behave. Jesus Christ, name I don't take in vain. Cause when it up and rained, he came and brought me a drain. Now by and by I'm high and dry, with a bridge over troubled water as far as the eye can see. With head bowed on bended knee, I take it to the ends of the earth just to be on the side of greatness, like rooting for the Lakers. With no time for fakers, I challenge all takers. One piece of advice before you diss this: make sure that you can go the distance. One piece of advice before you diss this: make sure that you can go the distance.
Go the distance.
Whether miles or inches, we can make it with a little persistence.
Go the distance.
So you can see the finish where dreams come true and doubts diminish.
Go the distance.
Whether miles or inches, we can make it with a little persistence.
Go the distance.
So you can see the finish where dreams come true and doubts diminish. I made it this far only by the grace of God. A brace of a soft, I'd say this place is odd. Not big on braggadocio, in battle never no show. If I had to rate myself, well I'm pretty so-so. Some be shouting nonsense, others mumble fly. Some race for the finish line, others stumble by. I always open up my mouth and get fed humble pie, so I decided to shut up. This is just a diary where I talk to myself and let some overhear it if it does good for their health. See, I'm not the lead or the anchor to this relay, a cat that be passing on batons with no delay. So if you could grasp what I pass, get a move on. Or if you need encouragement or just to get your groove on, put this in your player or your deck, let it burn. Cause while others still be reaching, we'll be teaching to learn.
Go the distance.
Whether miles or inches, we can make it with a little persistence.
Go the distance.
So you can see the finish where dreams come true and doubts diminish.
Go the distance.
Whether miles or inches, we can make it with a little
Go
persistence.
the distance.
So you can see the finish where dreams come true and doubts diminish. Let's get this right. Cool. Yeah. Yo. Girl, a lot of people wouldn't say this in their song. I mean, I understand. Cause, it's hard to articulate this emotion I feel, and I've been told I'm good with words, so I don't know the deal. Used to write you poetry, now you show up in my song. Just goes to show that this love thing is really that strong. Cause I ain't one for slow jams, usually more aggressive, but then again, so are you, and I find that impressive. Like the time when we first met and you broke the law. Look my number up at your work so you could give me a call. I remember the first time that I took you to church. You got saved that day, it's proof that prayer does work. And night fades and you open your eyes. There's a light haze, but you brighten the skies. And I'll pray for the rest of my life, for these nights and days, they're the best of my life, yo. I'm envisioning blue skies that kinda match the color of your eyes, and the love that shines through that could confound the wise. A constant vessel for the divine to work in my life, and who could ask for anything more in a wife? But you all more, the hardcore supporting me. Far more than that, keeping my life orderly. All the while maintaining your own schemes and dreams, and I wanna see you through doing all of these things. Never hold you back, but hold your hand through the thick and thin till we old and grand. And I apologize for wrong things that I do. From time to time I try and keep them far and few, but we can erase mistakes if we communicate and conversate with Christ and never lose our faith. We can erase mistakes if we communicate and conversate with Christ and never lose our faith. Solo, I'm just me. With you, I'm so much more. sure you be the first to make me laugh, cry, obsess, or ignore. Besides Christ, I know that I'm your favorite person, and I love it how you correct me when I start cursing. We go places where mostly we just stay in and chill, enjoy each other's company. To me it's a thrill, I can't get my fill. My dream girl is more than just real. She's my best friend, my better half, my every appeal, my biggest fan in the front row at every show. Unless of course we're on tours and you can't go, and I apologize for wrong things that I do. From time to time I try and keep them far and few, but we can erase mistakes if we communicate and conversate with Christ and never lose our faith, cause
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a song that brings back many memories for me, and I hope for some of you who have heard this song. The beat, give it rays on sunny days. On the past I gaze, and on my lips is praise for every transitional phase and friend that stayed. See, at a very young age I was filled with rage, till I sat under the shade that the poetry made and fell asleep to it. It played dream music, then I awoke to it, knowing God spoke through it, hoping I flow fluid. Poetry bore fruited, put out record after record, DJs cued it, planted a seed in me to make me wanna go do it. When I started I would write till my hand was hurt, lightheaded, but my heavy heart demanded work, and put my life on the line to give sight to the blind. Or maybe the rhyme is just to open up mine, or maybe the rhyme is just to open up mine. My poetry bears fruit with creative juices. I got a grip on my roots that never lose ends. It's the poetry. It's a great song.
It's the poetry.
It's a jazz
My
standard.
poetry bears fruit with creative juices. I got a grip on my roots that never lose ends. It's the poetry.
It's even more than that.
It's the poetry.
It's an anthem.
I pack up my poetry trunk and start tripping. If you can't catch the vision when it's dark, listen, and guaranteed you'll be the one that loves the sound of loose leaf when it falls on beats that grow underground. And I found that at times it's a weeping willow, and I'm tired of it but without a sleeping pillow. So I stay in a place called no time for rest, and when I look around I see none contest, cause most MC's poetry is all bark, no bite, a fight in them useless from the start. Enough to spark a battle but can't keep it burning, no fuel for the fire, the desire for learning is lost. Some slang poetry for fame, at what cost? To put some green in your palm, or buy some new furs. The tree maker puts more on the worth of your words. My poetry bears fruit with creative juices. I got a grip on my roots that never lose ends. It's the poetry.
It's a great song.
It's the poetry.
It's a jazz standard.
My poetry bears fruit with creative juices. I got a grip on my roots that never lose ends. It's the poetry.
It's even more than that.
It's the poetry.
It's an anthem.
I employ the beat, give it rays on sunny days. On the future I gaze, and on my lips is praise for every transitional phase and friend that stayed. See, at a very young age I was called a sage, till you sat under the shade that the poetry made, fell asleep to it. It played dream music, then you awoke to it, knowing God spoke through it, hoping you flow fluid. Poetry bore fruited, put out record after record, DJs cued it, planted a seed in you to make you wanna go do it. When you started you would write till your hand was hurt, lightheaded, but your heavy heart demanded work, and put your life on the line to give sight to the blind. Or maybe the rhyme was just to open up mine, or maybe the rhyme was just to open up mine, or maybe my poetry bears fruit with creative juices. I got a grip on my roots that never lose ends. It's the poetry.
says I got a grip on my roots that never loose ends. It's the poetry.
It's even more than that.
It's the poetry.
It's an anthem.
My poetry bears fruit with creative juices. I got a grip on my roots that never loose ends. It's the poetry.
It's a jazz
It's
standard.
the poetry.
It's an anthem.
My terms of endearment were dog and lurk in my lungs, were adapted to smog and smoke. Speech pattern 4x4 hardcore. My first dance floor was a piece of cardboard. Collect a check from my paper route. I make about $50 a month, and girls, we would take them out. I'd rather meet them at the movies round 6, hoping by the end of the night I get a kiss. My mix was too short, LL and PE. That's before I ever even owned a CD. I miss shooting hoops with Tone, Mark, and Robin. We used to slap box until your face was throbbing, and mobbing everywhere, all in together, hollering, yo, that's funky, whatever, it's clever. And yet somehow it seems all ties are severed, because a lot of times it's hard to remember. But I will not forget, those times were great. Nod your head if you could relate, y'all. I will not forget that they weren't the best, so I'm looking forward to the rest. I will not forget, those times were great. Nod your head if you could relate, y'all. I will not forget, though they weren't the best, so I'm looking forward to the rest. EMW, East meets West, was my first rap crew. We thought we were fresh, staying in my room all day and night long, using instrumentals to make our songs. We would get blowed whatever and spit flows forever, and when we got busted, we quit those together. We was more like family, everyone that ran with me, so when Key died, that mess really damaged me. K.E.I. was my best friend, would have done anything for his life to extend. We were dumb in our youth, but he's no longer living proof. I wish at that time we'd have known the truth, but now I know the gospel. Rip blows colossal with the determination of an apostle. I rep it to the death and live it with each breath. My sins are forgiven, but I won't forget. I will not forget, those times were great. Nod your head if you could relate, y'all. I will not forget, though they weren't the best, so I'm looking forward to the rest. I will not forget, those times were great. Nod your head if you could relate, y'all. I will not forget, though they weren't the best, so I'm looking forward to the rest. 16, had a job selling shoes to ballers. Caps had 5 on it, I ain't talking about dollars. I'm talking about a discount for all of you scholars, cause he was always hard to follow like a model father. Who knew at that time he would have so much to offer? In hip-hop props, he would get a lot of. Around that time, I opened for Tunnel Rats. They would funnel facts down to me, I'd run it back. Future Shock had a lot to do with my growth. A soul seeker for life, so big props to both. And all other heads that think it's hard to cope. Maintain your faith and have high hopes. I slept on floors and did not quite tours, and I still remember who opened the doors. Me and Sojourn at Bungalow 26. Yeah, I bounced out of Cali, but I won't forget. I will not forget, those times were great. Nod your head if you could relate, y'all. I will not forget, though they weren't the best, so I'm looking forward to the rest. I will not forget, those times were great. Nod your head if you could relate. I will not forget, though they weren't the best, so I'm looking forward to the rest. I will not forget, those times were great. Yeah, I will not forget, though they weren't the best. Nah, I will not forget. I will not forget. Surrounded by thoughts and dreams, plots and schemes bought by teens, either neglect
perfected or collected by fiends. Songs, sonatas, sweets, and long band by the beats. They're all dramatic beats that call me out to seek. Fine vinyl CD in them. Any other medium, a true collector. Ask Chub Rock how I'm treating them. I read with them. The finer quotes of liner notes I find amongst pictures of artists in designer coats. And while they boast about the people they know, I can feel the love of life deep in they flow. Put the needle in the arm and extract the groove from the record, inject it until your neck moves. Yo, I've been sinking into my thinking, and every weekend collecting thoughts for peeking into the reason for every season collecting. I've been sinking into my thinking, and every weekend collecting thoughts for peeking into the reason for every season collect. I keep them in a jacket and sleeve upon a shelf, and hardly loan them out cause I don't trust nobody else. From ABBA to Zappa, making tears and laughter. And before you out the door, sometimes I just have to play you one song and you might think I'm crazy, but I'm knowing this sound is just so amazing. Some do it for platinum, some do it for beans. Others play the background and stroke the strings. I support the scenes, bootlegging and dubbing I try and stay away from for all those struggling. It's all lovely to me, some of it's ugly you see, but I don't purchase that so it ain't bugging me. I've been sinking into my thinking, and every weekend collecting thoughts for peeking into the reason for every season collecting. I've been sinking into my thinking, and every weekend collecting thoughts for peeking into the reason for every season collect. I gotta collect my thoughts and respect the spots that gave me opportunity to detect the hot ones. Like the defunct top 10 records out in Tustin. Back when I either went by disco or Justin. Can't forget Tower Records, Warehouse and Lou's. Sam Goody, FYE, dang it's hard to choose. Sammy's out in Lexington, Fat Beats for sure. Gotta hit Penny Lane when you go on tour. And all the Christian bookstores, good looking out. And CD spots known as CD shops, no doubt. Gary's Record Paradise, I keep at the top. So for now, I guess that's a good place to stop.